Looks like a promising place.
It's a place I might be able to see myself.
I did something awesome this weekend. I went and I saw the new Kevin Costner movie, Horizon. And I gotta tell you this, man, I fucking love that movie. It's fantastic. It's an old school Hollywood epic. The way it is shot is gorgeous. The performances are amazing. The actors were killing it.
What do you want to do?
About that scout up there, you mean?
Well, no, there's two.
Lovely.
I was trying to look up the names of the actors so I could give them like props and everything, but like everybody's IMDb page looks like their picture looks like they're on Friends, so I can't tell who the fuck they played. But like I did recognize some actors from when I was growing up. James Russo, one of my all-time favorites. Guy's never given a bad performance. He's fucking amazing. And I first saw him in Beverly Hills Cop playing Axel Foley's friend.
Hey, Mikey.
Oh. I remember he crushed that. And I was like, who the fuck is this guy? And that was back then. You know, you go to the video store, see what movies they're in. You just watched all their stuff. I want to say he even did a made-for-TV movie. Was he in The Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett? I can't remember, but he's always been great. And then the guy from Henry's Portrait of a Serial Killer, Michael Rooker, was in it. That's the first time I remember seeing him way back in the day in 85 or 86 when that movie came out. But anyway, I don't want to ruin any of it, but look, I'll just tell you this. I will put that movie up against anything Kevin Costner has ever done. It's that fucking good.
In the future, after the Great War, our civilization lies in ruin. Government does not exist.
And what's awesome about it is there's a part 2 that comes out in August. And I was intimidated by the running time. I'm like, man, this fucking movie's 3 hours and 1 minute. And I finally put my kids to bed, and I was like, fuck this. I'm going to go see this. Taking a night off some stand-up, I'm going to go see this thing. And I sat there, and that movie went by in a blink of an eye. It was fantastic. And then as it was over, they were showing highlights of part 2, which is like really like this old school nod to cinema, where I remember... my parents, when they were growing up, talking about like how you'd go to the movies on like a Saturday morning and they would have these almost like the first like TV series, like before TV, they would show like these little short movies, and then there would be, they would stop and continued next week. So you get the kids to all go, a big business thing or whatever.
When I was growing up in Bakersfield, my favorite thing in all the world was to go to the movies on Saturday afternoons for the chapter plays.
Cliffhangers.
I know that, Mr. Man. They also call them serials. I'm not stupid, you know.
It was kind of a nod to that. So the next one comes out in August, and I can't say enough good things about it. Like, if you just like an old school Western, okay, gunfights, genocide, titties. I mean, it's just all there, man. It's fucking fantastic. All right, I'm being a little silly here. I'm telling you, it's just a fucking great movie, and I can see why critics have been giving it shit. It's just, there's a certain kind of man that these, the critics say they just don't want to see him anymore.
Hey, you're not my regular bag boy. Now, what kind of body bag do you want? Pepper or plastic?
But it doesn't mean he doesn't exist. So I don't know what their fucking problem is. It's getting all of this undue criticism. It's a fucking great movie. Go see the goddamn thing. Okay, there you go. There's like fucking two freckled thumbs up from me. Don't listen to any of that bullshit if anybody's having a problem with it. I mean, when we did the movie that I did, somebody fucking wrote, this is barely a movie. That's what they wrote. This is barely a movie. So what the fuck is it? Is it a house? It's a movie. You didn't like the movie, all right, but they said it's barely a movie. And what it was they didn't like, this war on guys. Like, they don't want a guy going out being a guy.
Hey, good question. What the fuck is your problem?
What's my problem? My problem is I live in a world where a guy who's smoking is telling me I can't smoke, all right? That in a nutshell is my problem.
They want a guy to be their version of a guy, and it's just, if you do that, they love it, and it's so important, and then here come the fucking awards. But if you just do like what you want to do, and it doesn't fall into what they want it to be, then all of a sudden they just start fucking lying about it. It's like those conservative assholes who lied about my show a few weeks ago. Just outright lied what I said. Part of it was what I said, but it wasn't what I trashed liberals to get conservatives excited so I could make fun of them. So the liberals would be happy, so then I could trash the fucking liberals. That's what happened. But these cunts, they left out the conservative part. I'm just saying it's a good fucking movie. And I don't know what these assholes, I don't know. I don't understand what the problem are. People that they like rooting against it because the guy put up his own money.
I don't know why it was so hard. You saw the movie. I don't know why it was so hard to get people to believe in the movie that I wanted to make.
It's like, why would you root? What are you rooting for? Streaming services? Is that what you're rooting for? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't get it. I think just people, I think a lot of people don't have the balls to try something in life. So when somebody does, they just fucking root against it, When I was a kid, those people were called cunts, and I don't listen to them. And I didn't. I'm so glad that I didn't. And I went down to see the movie. It was fantastic. Part 2 comes out in August. All right? So if you like movies and you'd like to see people continue to make them, you should go out and support this fucking thing. All right, there you go. There you go. I mean, I haven't gone that hard for fucking stamps.com, and they've been with me for 10 fucking years. 12 years? I don't know how long.
If you're committed enough, you can make any story work. I once convinced a woman that I was Kevin Costner, and it worked because I believed it.
Hey.
Hey.
You are not Kevin Costner.
I was last night.
I'm a red tattoos on my skin. I'm wanted on a run like here we go again. When I'm a fake cigarette where we live. Ask me where the fuck I've been.